So the exciting news this week is that Hawaiki Keyer is now available in Resolve 20. Now this is something I've been hoping for a very long time, and it's finally here. So I just wanted to give you a quick overview of how it all works and some of the things to look out for. So in this instance, I've got a shot on my timeline and a background behind it. So where to look for Hawaiki Keyer? Well, let's come over to the Effects panel and let's open up Open Effects. Let's look for Filters and FxFactory. And then you'll see that we've got Hawaiki Keyer here. Hawaiki Keyer green in this case. Drag it onto my clip and immediately we've got a beautiful looking comp and it all works very nicely. So if you're familiar at all with Hawaiki Keyer, it really is the best keyer on the market, I think, because it's just got so much control, so many advanced features that I don't think any other keyer really comes close to matching. So let's just have a quick look at the analysis view. Let's click on here to see it. We've got an absolutely beautiful key right off the bat. We've got a bit of an issue with the sides there, but we could very easily just come in, enable crop, and just crop that in like that, just so we don't really have to worry about keying the sides. Never key more than you need to. And turn analysis off, and there you go. We've got a really lovely looking key. Loads and loads of features, as you know. So we've got denoise to deal with noise. We've got a screen cleaner, which evens out the background automatically. We've got two keyers. We've got a primary and a secondary keyer. Again, a completely unique feature to Hawaiki Keyer. Now, coming on to the shape, let's enable it. We can't see the on-screen controls that are associated with the shape. But to do that, we can come here down to the menu at the bottom left-hand side, and we can turn on Open Effects Overlay. And that, as you see, actually gives us some nice controls on screen. So we can look at the matte and the analysis view and the source and whatever, and select our result here. And it also allows us to adjust the shape. You can see I can adjust that from those handles there. So that's the on-screen controls. We've got extra matte section there, won't go into that. We've got fantastic de-spill, really, really useful. White balance for both the image and the matte, incredibly useful. A whole colour correction section, really fantastic. So much control over the colour. And then edge tools. Now I want to talk about this. Some of these edge tools work without a background, but for them to work correctly, we need a background. Now in this case, as you see, I've got a background on a layer below, but it's not actually going to work with these edge tools. What I actually need to do is select the background. So I'm going to select it from the Finder, select the background, and then that will allow me to, for example, if I turned on background match, you can see that works because we've loaded up the background using the select background option there. Do have a look at the manual for more details about this. So I think the edge tools are one of the really standout features of Hawaiki Keyer. There's so much compositing power in there that no other keyer really has at all. So definitely check out all of those great features. Now I do want to say that although of course we can do this, we can create a perfectly nice comp in the timeline, by far the best way of doing this would be to do it in the Fusion page. So let's just remove that background and let's remove the effect from here. Let's just bin that and let's go into the Fusion page with the clip selected. So Fusion page, and what we can do, instead of having to externally bring in that background, we can just come to our media pool and drag it in there. So now it's available to composite with inside Fusion. So to find our effects, again, let's come to Tools, Open Effects, scroll down until we get to Hawaiki Keyer. These are the 4 modules. Drag in the green, bring our clip into Hawaiki Keyer. All the same controls here as we saw in Resolve. And here's our background image like that. And what we can actually do here is we can add it to the Hawaiki Keyer as a background clip, like so. And then if we come to this menu here, we can look at the composite view. So that's now composited over the background using Hawaiki Keyer. This is the best way of doing it, really, because again, it allows us to use the edge tools. We could turn on light wrap, for example, or background match, and that's working because Fusion is working correctly with the background. It makes life much, much easier. And you can create a fantastic comp here inside the Fusion page. That's definitely the way I would work rather than doing it anywhere else, but it's entirely up to you. So anyway, that's a quick overview of Hawaiki Keyer. I think this is going to be a real bonus for anybody using Resolve, and especially for Fusion users, because it makes for a really fantastic keying workflow. So I hope that's been useful. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.